shoes. Might be the team, might be the camp, might be the crew. You need to win, who need to win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. Step on, spin, move, is on, let's go. Put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Step on, spin, move, is on, let's go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. He ain't got me in the game now. Read on with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a ring now. Legendary on the field. Kind of drip is a skill. This the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing just the heel. Step on, spin, move, is on, let's go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Step on, spin, move, is on, let's go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off.
We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Well, first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. Blake Martinez, second in the league in tackles last year, gets another there.
2nd and 6.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Check. Lucky.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Shotgun now from Murray. Trying to improvise. That's pulled in by the rookie from USC, Michael Pittman. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
10 at the 30-yard
So
line.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Mike 29. Hey, watch your legs. 29 is a Mike. Mike 29. I know he is. 29 is a Mike. Mike 29. Watch. Shit.
Murray going to throw. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
At the 11.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Check curls. Here you go.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
He may try, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Kyler Murray with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
Makes the score Jets 7, Broncos 0.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They fake the give. Newton. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
Olivier Vernon on the tackle. It's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd down. Newton. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 32 on the play. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton forced out to his left. And he'll find Moreau here. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They run it with Carson, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
4-yard loss on the play. Second and goal at the 13-yard line.
Second down and goal. Newton into a double team, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
At their own 7-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
29 is Mike. Mike 29. 29 is Mike.
To throw, it's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Murray fighting. Lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Raymond Smith on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. And here's Murray on the keeper. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the 1st down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. his head coach and probably his agent too saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, Murray on the move to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked by Marcel Harris. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First down, Broncos.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Being chased out left. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Off play action. Newton escaping the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
Not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll take a shot downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards.
17-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Murray off play action. Flushed out right. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
McManus on for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
And McManus able to put it through, and that will knot us up at 10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
23 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
56, 56. Go. Go. 56. Go. Chief. Slam. 20.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Buying time to his left. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Caught on the right side, Reed. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Steps away to his left. Out to the left here to Reed. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Again, Newton. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A final shot before half from Murray. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action.
With the score.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Denver.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. They'll find Miller. That's complete.
Newton's pass complete to Anthony Miller. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. It's Carson, and he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
He's brought down.
And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
9 yards. First down, Broncos.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
56 and Mark, 56. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
From the gun, here's Newton. That's complete. Hits Carson out of the backfield. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Jets' 33-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Newton looking long for his tight end read. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
53, check 53. You got block, man. You got block, man.
They run for it with Carson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Out of the gun, Newton. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown.
Foster Moreau, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Good. Makes the score Broncos 20, Jets 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Smith on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Play fake. Murray. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Crowder now to return.
And good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return.
And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
First down, Broncos.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On first down, Hines. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Tanner Muse there defensively.
Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
They fake the give. Newton. Dancing to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Rolling to his right. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a two-score game even with the 2 points there. But let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you?
And now nothing but green ahead of him.
You thought you had it, didn't you?
All the way home for a Broncos score. Davante Adams. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
Will Lutz lining up for
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
21-yard line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Throwing on second and 14. Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Derwin James with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because